Welcome to Silver Falls State Park. Alright, so we are here. This is the spot that we're in here at Silver Falls State Park, Site 39. We actually just walked past and saw 41 is probably the ideal site because you don't have anybody next to you. There's a path here, a walk path to get to the nature trail and stuff, but other than that, it's pretty secluded. This section here is more for tents, and it's actually closed for the wintertime, so that's something to take note of. But as you can see, there's only 43 sites.
You said winter, but it's fall. Is it closed now?
Oh yeah, it's closed now. It's the sign says for winter, but
okay.
It's fall, but it's that loop's already closed.
So when does it close? Probably.
I think it's November 1st.
And it's almost. Is it all camp? Is it all tents? Or are there RVs? Stuff
I believe these are. Yeah, there's some electric sites. So
Okay.
there are a few electric sites in there.
So no plumbing.
No, there's no sewer hookups here. There's water and electric, but no sewer.
Okay,
There's a few cabins here that you can rent. But we're actually gonna go to the town of Silverton. Neat little town. We'll show you around and see what that place is all about. Here within these hiking trails, this will take you to the day use area, and that's where you can connect to the trail of 10 falls. So there's 10 waterfalls you can hike. It's like 11 miles to get all the way around it, but you can see all the beautiful waterfalls that are here.
Yeah, we're hoping to do that if the weather permitting. Tomorrow's supposed to be rainy, but it's unbelievable. I mean, if I had to get, this is probably the best campsite area close to Portland, and it might be the best in the state, maybe in the best in the Northwest, just because when you see these falls, it's amazing.
Right, we actually were reading about the Silver Falls, this whole state park. They actually have more visitors here to this state park than they do to Crater Lake National Park down in Central Oregon. So definitely a highly visited location. Here's an interesting fact for you. The day we got our trailer, this was the very first spot we brought it. So little nostalgia here for us, but site number 3, fun one for Jason to back into. It's a straight in, it's not an angled spot.
Yeah, that was not fun now that I think about it. That was
like
5 years ago, I think. So
yeah,
now,
yeah, 2018.
yeah, and I definitely didn't do very good with backing 5 years ago. So another cool thing is they actually have some mountain biking trails. You can ride your road bikes too on the roads, of course, but they have mountain biking trails. This is your trail of the falls here in blue, the 10 falls. No mountain biking there, that's just walking. In fact, I don't think you can have your dogs there, but then you can see you have some bike paths here, some nature trails, and then some mountain biking as well. But as you can see, there's so much to do here as far as you got perimeter trail. I mean, you got miles and miles and miles of trails. So if you like to hike like we do, so much to do, but majority of the stuff's going to be right here at this waterfall, which we hope to do. All right, so that right there where the water ends is where the giant South Falls waterfall begins. It's about a mile from the campsite, so beautiful hike just to get here. And this is where you could start that 8 to 10 mile hike to see all the falls. But we'll just show you a quick one as a little bit of a teaser, and then hopefully do the rest tomorrow when it's pouring rain. So we just happened to come right as the sun is peeking right through the trees, giving off that ray right there to the left, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, not too many state parks in this country that you're going to come to with a waterfall like that. And that's only one of the many.
So we are here at the South Falls. The campground is just about a mile this direction. But this is where you can see, and it points out where all the waterfalls are as you go around the trail. So one of the cool things about this location here is what's close by. The town of Silverton is only about 13 miles away. That's actually where we're headed now. The town of Mount Angel, it's all like a German town, and they have a awesome Oktoberfest there in September. That's about 45 minutes away. So right now we're headed into the town of Silverton. The Oregon Garden is located there, and they have a Christmas event going on right now. So it's the first weekend, and we're gonna go check it out. we're gonna freeze, but we're gonna check it out.
Hey, at least there's no rain.
And there's no rain tonight, yeah.
So cool thing about this area as well is like everything's farmland out here. So this is anytime we want to kind of get away from the city. Once you get about 30 miles outside of Portland, it starts to get very rural. So there's a lot of really just cool towns out here. As you can see behind me, just all farms and windy roads, and you can just really get away from the hustle and bustle of the city.
So this is a Frank Lloyd Wright house. It was designed by him in 1957. Unfortunately, it wasn't built until 1963-64 after he had died. But at the time, it cost $56,000. So it was kind of crazy. It's 2,100 square feet. It has some really cool architecture inside. So we're gonna go take a look and see what it looks like.
I guess that they said that he built it for a couple that he had met, and so it's located in a different part of Portland. And then they moved it up here to the Oregon Garden. So we're here to see some Christmas lights and stuff, and didn't even know this was here. So it's kind of a neat surprise to be able to come see some of his architecture. And would love to see more because he's supposed to be one of the best we've ever had, and I can see why.
Got some glue vine. I think that's how you say it.
What's it called?
Glue vine.
Oh, okay.
It's mulled wine. And then I got a cookie that says Prost.
Yeah.
Gingerbread cookie.
We'll be eating that real soon.
Oh yeah. And it's like warm wine with spices.
Who drinks warm wine?
The Germans.
Oh, okay.
Cookie.
Gonna try it.
Exactly as I thought it would be.
Is the best cookie you've ever had?
I got my fire. Good morning, everyone. We are about to head out on our excursion. We're gonna go hike the Trail of 10 Falls this morning. Forecast looks pretty good. Rain's not supposed to hit till 3 o'clock now. Expecting half an inch of rain, so we'll see how that goes. We have the rain gear just in case. But last night we went, checked out that Christmas marketplace in Silverton. It's at the Oregon Garden Resort. Over 1 million lights. I mean, it'd be totally awesome for little kids. Nice little walking path to get through it. Different themed areas, Whoville. They even had Krampus, which I hadn't seen Krampus before, so that was pretty cool. But they had tents for beverages and food and snacks and little bazaar items and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool. Something definitely to check out. All things you can do when you stay here at the state park. It's pretty awesome. Everything's pretty close. It's Santa! It's Santa! Look!
Oh my gosh.
So that's not something you see every day on a trail.
So when you get to that South Fall, that's where the main parking lot is. And that parking lot can hold hundreds of cars. And usually that first waterfall is going to be packed. It's kind of cool because you can see it from up top. So if you've got trouble walking or you're in a wheelchair, you can still see it from up there. But usually everybody sees that one waterfall, walks around it, and they kind of head back up and out. Now we're starting the main hike, which is like, I don't even know how many miles, too many. And then it's much more quiet and peaceful, kind of get away from the crowds. So yes, if you show up and you're like, oh, there's so many people, just keep hiking. Sooner or later, you'll be all by yourself.
It's time to get wet. This is the forecast for later today. This is
All right, so we're about 1.5 miles in. As you can see, the South Falls Trail continues up this way, or you can continue down. So we've got about another mile back to the lodge from here. So in total, about 2.5 to 3 miles if you just wanted to see a few of the falls. And then Kim and I are gonna head down and do the rest. It's not a terrible hike by any means. There's a couple rock croppings, some steep stairs, and then it gets steep in sections. So I'm a little out of breath at the moment, but yeah, not too bad. Since we start heading down here though, I think it runs closer to 6+ miles when it's all said and done. So if you're not up for that, just do the short tour. And that way you get to see a couple of the really big waterfalls while you're here. Dude, you have plenty of room. All right, time for a break. Kim packed us up some edibles, not drugs, food.
Chips are in here somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna take
Well, we got plenty of time, Kim. Nobody's getting bored watching this.
Oh, I think I found it.
Oh, dang. Nice work.
Pita chips.
All right, enjoying some lunch on a log.
Oh wait, we have dessert.
Oh yeah,
Leftover cookie from the Christmas market last night.
Yeah, Kim think was great when I thought it was below average.
Then I guess it's all mine.
I guess you're wrong.
No reason to share if you don't like it.
I didn't say I don't like it, I just didn't love it. Thanks.
Right, so we are now at the North Falls. So if you remember, we started at the South Falls. So we're at the opposite end now. And we found a little map, and it says the Trail of 10 Falls is 7.2 miles total. So that's what we're in the middle of right now. It says you go above, behind, and around 10 waterfalls. And that's one thing that's absolutely incredible. We kind of forget about how exciting it is, but how many times you get to go behind a waterfall, and here you get to do it 4 times. So pretty amazing.
All right, we're still going. It is now 3 o'clock, or close to 3, and the rain is now coming. So we got really lucky. But what an absolutely beautiful trail. This back part, there's no waterfalls. Like, we've seen most of the waterfalls now, but then when you get to this back part, it's just a beautiful area. They actually run a half marathon through here, just because the trail itself is just beautiful. It's so smooth. There's not as many rocks and stumps and stuff. So dogs can be on this section. You can't bring dogs down on the falls, so keep that in mind on that trail. But up here, there's still miles and miles and miles of trails where you can just hike, like we said, mountain biking, some of that other stuff. But anyway, we are hoping to ditch this rain, and then we'll reach back out when we're done, and hopefully we're not soaked. What are you doing?
Jacket time.
That was like 2 seconds ago, by the way, when we said it was starting to rain, and now it's definitely starting to rain.
3:01. Forecasters are right today. They said the rain's going to start at 3.
And we still have at least a mile. Feet are starting to hurt. Everything's starting to hurt. No, it's not even a joke. It's getting painful now.
That's why you buy yourself a good backpack. You can load it full of your goods, because you just never know.
And get married to somebody who wants to carry a backpack too. That's what I did. And here comes the fog. How quickly it changes. One thing that's about this trail is look at these size of these trees, man. Just monsters. Awesome.
It's fun going deep in the woods like this because you find crazy things that nature does. I mean, this tree here has grown over a stump, and as tall as it is, it's been here for years. But look at its root system over the top of a stump of a dead tree. Wow.
It's pretty crazy. I'm not going to pan up because it's too bright up there, but awesome. All right, so 10 miles, actually 9.8 miles, we finally finished. We burnt how many calories?
1,300.
That's a lot of beers later. That was pretty rough. I mean, the hike itself is actually not bad, but I don't know how many of you hike, but after 9 miles, feet are hurting pretty bad. So hopefully when we get back to, or not hopefully, luckily, when we get back to the trailer, we got ourselves a little early Christmas present that might help to ease some of the pain. But anyway, this place is absolutely beautiful. We always joke about the fact that we've had a chance to go to some of the national parks in the country and been on some of the nicest hikes ever. And this is right in our backyard, so we've done it a dozen times, so we don't think about what it would be like for you folks that have never been here before. But it's worth a trip just to come see this falls. We've hiked 5+ miles just to see one waterfall before, and here you get to see 10. Not all of them are as magnificent as one another, but you have 4 or 5 awesome waterfalls that most people would travel across the world just to see. And they're right here, just in this one spot. All right, so Kim just let me know that was 4 hours and 18 minutes that it took us to finish this thing.
And almost 1,200 feet of elevation gain total.
So, if you want to find something to do and take up your whole entire day, walk this 10-mile loop. But anyway, definitely worth it if you want to see some pretty awesome waterfalls. Grab a table and order at the bar. Cheers it.
Brussels Belgian.
Poke it. Poke it.
Look, our spot's still open. Hey, see, all these, they stay reserved, and there's nobody in them.
Yeah, because
people
nobody
went,
wants to come
forget that. Dude, there's several spots.
Are you looking for the perfect gift for your loved one this Christmas? Then look no further than the Theragun Mini. So we're back from a hike. It's pouring rain, by the way.
Yeah, so talk a little louder. It may be hard to hear you.
True. Anyway, we've got a couple of these because after a 7-mile hike, I am so sore. I don't even want to think about going to sleep tonight because I can't even bend over because my back hurts so bad. Oh, that's 2. Oh, yeah. So you just went and got a massage.
Yeah.
Because you were hurting.
My neck and shoulders.
What did your folks say when you said you had a Theragun?
So I told her, so Jason, best husband ever, bought me the Theragun
Thanks,
Pro
Kim. Appreciate that.
for my birthday a couple years ago. And I use that thing almost every night. It's larger than this and heavier, so that's why we decided we just got this, but we wanted a mini so we could take it when we travel, because we don't travel and relax. We always travel and do 10-mile hikes, things like that. So anyway, so getting a massage, I told her that I had a Theragun, and she's like, those are great. She recommended to put heat on wherever you're sore before you use the Theragun to just kind of calm everything down. We don't have, I didn't bring a heating pad with us.
But wait, we have rain. Can we put rain on
We have
us?
rain. But just having this is like, I mean, to do your, take care of your neck and your shoulders.
So if you're looking for the perfect gift for your loved one, check out the Theragun. We'll leave a link below. We're not affiliated. We're not sponsored.
No, we paid for ours.
Nobody sponsors us for anything. But with that being said, we use it all the time, especially on a night like tonight when it's going to be hard to even sleep. Guarantee you're going to love this thing. So check it out.
Yeah.
All right, sure. I'm glad we did all the stuff that we did over the last couple of days, because last night and today just been absolutely dumping buckets of rain. Of course, that's what you're going to get in the fall in Oregon. We just happen to get lucky, and the weather folks were correct for once. And now, last night, like I said, it was pouring. Today it's pouring. We've got folks that were actually camping in tents that are loading up and getting out. I don't know how they survived last night with all that rain, because it was bad. All right, so one cool thing about this park now, we've been coming here for like 5 years. And in the past, you used to have to drive 5 miles away from the campsite to actually dump. Oh, little deer. That's fun.
Oh,
some wildlife out here. Oh, a bunch of deer. Dang,
Yeah.
I'm paying attention.
Some friends.
Hello, guys. How you doing? I won't hurt you. Whoa, get going, dude. Hey, I didn't plan that, by the way. That's just nature. Anyway, so you used to have to drive 5 miles. So Kim and I, late last night, we were coming back and we're like, it didn't say there's a dump there anymore. So luckily Kim just happened to see lights. She's like, what's all that light? And it ended up being the new dump. So now they actually have a dump in the state park.
Right there is like the check-in booth. The campground's up around that corner, and then here is the dump. And it's nice. Everything is all brand new. So much nicer than the old one. It was tucked back in the trees. There was only one spot. There's 2 spots here.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed our trip here to Silver Falls State Park. Like we mentioned in the video, one of our favorites, probably one of the best places you can literally camp in all of the United States. We've been to a lot of different places, but very few that you can go where you can see waterfalls like this. If you're into that kind of stuff, nature-wise anyway. A couple cool towns nearby. It's about half an hour, so if you really kind of want to get away from the hustle and bustle, very quiet place to be as well. But anyway, anything to add?
Yeah, just the proximity to like Portland. So you have huge town. We're an hour. I think it's like an hour and 10 minutes from the house. So you can't beat this for just a little over an hour away.
Yeah, but like I said, if you're from another state and you want to come see the Willamette Valley part of Oregon, a lot of wineries and stuff here. You're about an hour and a half or so from the coast, another hour and a half or so from the mountain. But yeah, it's not really why you'd come here. I mean, you'd want to be in the Willamette Valley, but yeah, beautiful place, cool park, hiking's fantastic, one of the best ever. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.
See ya.